I don't know what I'm gonna do, Ron. I don't know. I've got 6 episodes of News Time already in the can, but they're all about Tenet. It was supposed to be out by now, but because of this coronavirus pandemic, it's not. It's just not. I don't. I'm having the worst time right now. This is literally the worst thing that can happen to any person is to have all of these episodes ready to go, and then for something to ruin it. You know, my life is. I might as well be dead. I might as well be dead. I just wish movie theaters were open. What? Movie theaters are gonna be open starting this Friday? Are you positive? Because this is like the third. Seriously? Don't curse at me. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we found the topic for this week's episode of News Time. Great. Yeah. So I can make wishes, right? I wish I had pants on. Damn it!
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the Tenet news that you didn't know about. What? It's only coming out in China? Are you... Guys, listen, I don't think Tenet is going to come out this year. Hot take, I know. I give up. At least we have that non-canon CGI SpongeBob movie and the oft-pushed New Mutants to look forward to. Yay? Well, that's right. Movies are going to start releasing in theaters again. And just because we're in the middle of a pandemic doesn't mean we're all going to die watching a talking sponge find his lost pet snail, does it? Unless this changes again, AMC Theaters are set to open this Friday. For reference, they were supposed to open back in July, but obviously that didn't happen. Then the date was moved to mid-July, which, you know, come on. The pattern continued, and now we're here. Don't even get me started on California's theater opening debacle, but the road to just opening was fraught with more than false returns to the theater. In June, during the initial process of reopening, AMC instituted a very unwise mask policy where audiences can wear them if they want, along with a max 30% seating capacity. Said percentage would steadily increase over the next few months in order to get to the 100% for the next Pixar movie Soul and the latest James Bond flick, No Time to Die. Hey, we all have dreams too. For instance, I dream somebody would watch this show for once and not lie to me by saying you do. Please. Back with that mask policy, AMC wasn't planning on checking temperatures of guests, nor were they enforcing masks on non-employees. However, it wasn't until the Alamo Drafthouse, where loud chewing of a well-done burger meets movie watching, said they were requiring masks that AMC head Adam Aron caved. And now, if you just have to see Maisie Williams do her worst Teen Wolf in a theater, you're going to have to mask up. Hold on. I'm being told that Maisie will not be playing basketball in this movie? Well, tell me this. Could we insert an American Werewolf in London joke in place of that last one? Too obscure for this generation of viewers? You do know that none of them are watching, right? AMC just wanted to open up its theaters. It isn't just a PR move to make cash. The company, like other theater chains, is in real trouble of losing business. It doesn't help that distributors like Universal released their movies straight to digital during the height of this endless glass ceiling that is the coronavirus pandemic. The Comcast Corp brought in $100 million for Trolls World Tour in under a month, which is better than the first movie did in its lifetime. But also keep in mind we're under lockdown, so those numbers are considerably fudged up. That fact didn't deter Universal, as it now wants to release every film it carries via video on demand, much to the dismay of AMC. There was a back and forth. AMC said it wasn't going to carry Universal movies anymore. Huge releases that include all those Fast and Furious joints and the sequel to The Boss Baby. Eventually, the two sat down to come up with a plan. AMC will carry Universal movies for 3 weeks, after which Universal can release them digitally. Usually the window between theatrical releases and home releases is 90 days, not 19. I know 3 weeks isn't 19. I just had to use it for the sake of the story. This is huge. No deal like this has ever been struck, but studios have been pushing back on this 90-day window for years. Unless you're a Disney movie, most of your money is made within the first few weeks of release, and they're right. Let's take a look at a movie, say Boss Baby. During its opening week, it brought in $63 million. And if you look at the first 4 weeks following, the numbers dropped. Not considerably, but they dropped. But it's by this third week it made as nearly as much as its budget. But that means nothing because it's animated. For Pixar, this is just one weekend. Boss Baby wasn't a failure thanks to its first few weeks. What came after made it so. To make matters worse, AMC is losing money by not being open. And don't fret though, they're working on it. AMC is taking this very seriously. I mean, they're even partnering with Clorox in order to keep their theaters clean. Sticky floors, but still clean.
I mean, I'm struggling. I happen to love to go to the movie theater. My wife says, you know what, Jim? Let's just, Netflix, because she doesn't want someone coughing on her.
Well, look, I understand that, and I have two things to tell you. First, that's why we announced this broad, sweeping initiative today called AMC Safe and Clean, partnered with Clorox, as you said, but also we've gotten current and former faculty of nothing less than the Harvard University School of Public Health. We're consulting scientists and experts. We have a comprehensive array of cleaning protocols. And we're not just relying on social distancing or seat capacity limitations or even intensified cleanings. We're investing millions and millions of dollars in high-tech solutions to sanitizing, disinfecting, and cleaning our theaters.
You hear that? Millions and millions of dollars are being invested in high-tech solutions. So they'll have their little wipes and their sprays, but like these ones will be freaking glowing. All jokes aside, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Watching a movie in a theater is the least of my worries, as it should be yours as well. However, when this is not as bad in a few years and we have and can be going back to theaters, you really wouldn't want them to change. Depending on where you live, cheaper prices, yeah. And I'm not particularly fond of hearing people chew tacos in a theater or to see waitstaff running around. And I hate phones during my showings too. Maybe I don't want theaters to come back. Well, you know, one thing I do want to come back is you subscribing and check out one of our videos. Of course, you can head to the website, cpluscomedy.com, where all of the transitions are smooth, and you can also see your favorite comedians talk to me, Chad. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at cpluscomedy. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at chadblackwhite. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And you know what? I think I'm going to go stand in line for SpongeBob's Sponge on the Run. Here I come. I'm ready. That's what he says, right?